Hey guys, it's me, the Traveler here. Today we're going to talk about the pros and the cons of travel nursing. I know a lot of people know the pros, but what are the cons? It's a good question. Let's get into it. Okay, so today I'm going to give you 5 pros and 5 cons. Which one do you want to hear first?
That one.
I thought so. We'll do that one first. So a great thing about travel nursing, we'll start off with, it gives you the opportunity to make money that you may have never been able to make before. So if you have a certain goal, you want to go and you want to make a certain amount of money so that you can pay off this loan, or you can pay off this, or maybe you have a family and you have a family money saving spending goal. It's a great way to do it. A second very great part about travel nursing is that it gives you the opportunity to travel to different cities and states that you may kind of want to move to, but you can't really move. So you get to be there long enough to actually become more of like a commoner and not a tourist. I know when I go places, I like to really delve into it and really be a local. I don't want to be just going to all the tourist attractions. So that's really nice because you spend a long enough time there to just really travel and just enjoy the city that you're in. The third awesome thing about travel nursing is that it heavily enhances your nursing experience. It exposes you to different cultures, to different disease processes based on that region or that city that you're in. And we are going to go more into that in one of my next upcoming videos, where we talk about how to adapt to your different patient population in the city that you go to. Numero cuatro. Number 4. The fourth amazing thing about travel nursing is that it gives you time to hang out with yourself. You can just leave out of your town, especially if you were born and raised in a certain city and you're just ready to you need a break, you need to go. It's very self-building. It's very character building. I really found out who I was when I began travel nursing because I was alone. I was taken out of my comfort zone. I am doing what I want to do. And it is a very just, who are you? Who are you? Answer that. Travel nursing will help you. And another great part of that is that you can go with a friend. Travel nursing, you can do buddy on buddy, which we will also go over in an upcoming video where I talk about how to smartly travel nurse. But yes, you can go with a friend, just get up and go. So that's a wonderful part about travel nursing. And although there are many wonderful reasons to be a travel nurse, we will end with number 5, which is travel nursing heavily broadens your nursing networking, which that's amazing. I have nursing friends in so many different states, which is just wonderful to just meet all these different people that are nurses everywhere, collaborate with them, and just do awesome things. Another thing you should analyze is going back to my first video when you ask yourself, why do I want to be a travel nurse? So for example, I ask myself, why do I personally want to be a travel nurse? And for me, I know that I have a long-term goal of being some form of emergency room director. So when I go to emergency rooms around the nation, for me, I gather all these different things like, wow, you guys do this? Wow, I wouldn't do that. Oh, I would. That's an amazing idea. Like there's so many different ways. It's crazy. It's like all ERs are technically the same, but we all do different things for the same outcome. So that's really awesome. I'm able to gather all of that and store it, to utilize in my future. But like I said, it's a beautiful thing to just see different hospitals all do different things, all for the same goal. And what is that same goal, you may ask? Saving lives. So the first con we'll get into with travel nursing is that it can be a very lonely thing. So if you think about it, you get up, you go to the state, you don't know anybody, you're trying to make friends, whatever you're trying to do, but at the end of the day, you don't have any. And you may not have any for the first month that you're there or 2, and so on your off days, what are you doing? You, like I said previously in one of the pros, you get really acclimated with yourself, with who you are, because you kind of don't really have an option. So it can be, very lonely, which is why I would suggest if it's your very first assignment and you're not really ready to live that lonely life yet, try to go to a city where you have a lot of family or friends. That way you kind of have that cushion. You do kind of end up being a pretty independent person and just learning to do things on your own. So the second con of travel nursing is actually the con that makes me not want to be a travel nurse. And that is the inconsistent lifestyle it gives you. It gives you inconsistency in friends, You know, you meet them, then you gotta go. It gives you inconsistency in money. You're making all this money on your travel assignment, and then you finish, and if you finish, you don't have a job. So we'll go over how to do that smarter when we talk about in an upcoming video how to smartly travel nurse. Inconsistency in gyms. They have the Traveler 15, which means you gain 15 pounds when you start traveling, and that's real life. You end up with all these gym memberships or anything like that. Inconsistent, like I said, friends, church life, gym life, money, anything that is usually consistent that we really take for granted when we're living just a day-by-day basic life, it's all gone. You know, clothes, you're looking for clothes, they're at home. I mean, it's just inconsistency everywhere. Number 3 is you spend a lot of money. So you're like on this permanent vacation all the time. You're traveling, you're going out. All the money you're making is going out the window just as quickly as you're making it. And of course you're saving, but you're still, you know, spending a lot of your money because you're on vacation. Think about when you go on vacation, don't you spend a lot of money? So imagine being on vacation for 3 months. So that's kind of what it's like. But that also goes back to your initial question of why do you do travel nursing? Because if you don't do travel nursing to go out and stuff like that, you may not be wasting that much money like how the rest of us are. Number 4 is all the testing. There is so much testing associated with travel nursing and licensing, which we will cover this more in detail in an upcoming video when we talk about getting ready to start your assignment. But just know that there are tons of testing. Sometimes you take over 60 to 70 tests before each assignment. So every 3 months, you're taking 60 to 70 tests. That's a lot. You are constantly testing, which that keeps you on your toes. But if you don't pass some of these tests, they will send you home and you will not be able to work for that facility. So just all the testing and applying for licensing all over the nation, I mean, that can get very tedious because it's not like you're just doing it one time. You're doing this every few weeks. You know, you have to just, it's like recycling. Just keep going, keep going. You barely have time to catch your breath before you have to just keep going for the next one. So, yeah. To conclude our segment of cons for travel nursing, we will end with number 5, which is you do not get to reap the benefits of hospital benefits. Which that can really suck because, you know, one of the amazing things of working at hospitals are that you get some great, just random benefits. You know, insurance being one of them, but you can actually get insurance through your agency, which we'll go further into that in another video. One time I was at this hospital and I went to the cafeteria to buy some breakfast. And I get to the checkout and I show my badge and the lady's like, yeah, I'm sorry. You know, you don't get the employee discount because you're a contractor. I was like, I can't get the 30 cents off these biscuits.
Aww.
I was so hurt. But, you know, that's what comes with being a contractor. You don't get the hospital benefits. You're not real family. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video about the pros and cons of travel nursing. I hope you didn't get the vibe that I'm trying to scare you out of travel nursing because I really am not. I just want you to be as aware as possible of the obstacles you may run into and of the great things you may run into. So stay tuned for my next video where I will actually talk about the characteristics of a travel nurse and we'll see if you have what it takes to be one. If you liked this video content, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you won't miss the next one. And feel free to leave comments if you have different topics you would like to hear about travel nursing. See you later, guys.